seems that the Raven Guard will be supporting the Knights of Albion in their group. So we have Tears Warriors with a full complement of 12 fighters. Doing our head counts, we've done our armor checks.
So we have cut down to 5 men's teams from 6. So Team Kraken has pulled out
And
earlier today.
I will do the maths real quick. Hang on. So there are now less. I did all the maths. There are now less
good
fights.
job.
Look at that.
Okay.
I'm winning.
Gold star. Gold star.
So
10 fights.
10 fights. So we had Team Kraken pull out of the 12s. We are still sporting, however, teams from Albion, Tears, Vultures, Havoc, and the Beasts. It's still, I mean, I've never seen this many 12s.
No, neither have I. I think last year we had maybe 4.
Yeah,
If memory serves me well. But this is brilliant. And yeah, Kraken did lose their second, men's 5s.
Yep.
So, they only have so many people who are willing to go. They also do need to head off relatively quickly.
Yes.
You have flights to catch down in Brisbane.
And I did just see and hear the Tears are pushing Shields to the front. So when we start getting to the 12s and bigger, we start seeing a lot more tactics come out, and not so much, I don't want to say application because that's not the word I'm after, but positioning of weapons to force your opponents. So putting all your shields positionally in the front line to just soak up damage and allow your long arms over the top.
All right, off we go. Both sides looking very aggressive. Interesting tactics on the other side.
Some great breakthroughs there.
Wow.
And it's something...
I can hear.
That was a big shot there.
Oh, some great axe shots here. The axes are really out in force.
2 Tears Warriors down early. That bar boot absolutely soaking up some punishment there. But that is a Knight from Albion down. A 3rd Tears fighter down in the corner.
Oh,
Great takedown there by Tears.
Brilliant. A lot of great communication going on here.
There really is. And that was a 1-for-1 takedown, I believe. Solid shot there from number 15 for the Knights of Albion.
Oh, great communication here. Oh, and that's Bryce fighting for Tears. Wow. What
and what great work he did straight away.
What a guy to get on your team.
Oh.
And it's looking very purple out there.
That is number 10 from Tears Warriors, really laying in that.
They call a white flag.
White flag. White flag thrown by the Knights from Albion.
So, I know that we talk about this a lot when it comes to the 5s, but it's a ×3 ratio that will call a fight, right?
Yep.
So, and it is really hard to count those.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have seen where they kind of ground fights just to do the count.
That was actually going to be my thing. We might need to find out if Gemma needs a microphone because she did use it in the women's 12s.
Yes, she will indeed.
I will find out if this is the...
Just give us a moment.
So we will now have a microphone for Gemma so that she can call a hold to the fight. And the reason she's going to do that, for those that are new to the sport, is exactly as Jess was saying. It allows her to count the fighters. Pause the fighters where they are, do a head count, because the numbers do start to get a little bit confusing. As you can see, there's a lot of bodies moving around, a lot of components, and we need to make an accurate count so that we can go, yep, it's a 3-to-1 ratio.
We all get a little bit meat-heady too. It's like when you go to the gym and the blood rushes to your head and they go, sit down, fighters, sit down, and they start standing up.
Yep.
So she needs that mic to really tell them to stop.
And what we have seen here is some great, a great example of how much you can actually hear inside these helmets, because we've been spoken to, not this fight, it was Stephen last year talking to us about sending out information that these guys can hear. But yesterday we were talking to people in certain helmets to do something for us, and they were doing it, to show the crowd things.
That is exactly right. Some people have great hearing.
Yeah.
I'm hearing impaired, anyway. But with the helmet I've got nothing.
I got hit in the head and could not hear a thing other than ringing.
Okay. They actually do have, and I know this is very niche, but I've seen one of the marshals around with like a hearing impaired.
Yes, she's Sarah.
I don't want to call her out, but she's actively wearing that.
Yeah.
And I think it's great. I actually need to commission one for myself because I did have to pre-warn the marshals, but I think, that inclusivity is great.
It really is, and it goes to show once again that we can find a spot for anyone in this sport.
I have seen recent posts about full deafness.
Yeah.
I just found it really interesting, just the way that they need to adapt training and things like that's really interesting.
Yeah. And I mean, you might think that's an excluding factor, but once you're in the list, like I said, when I used to fight, I would get hit in the head and my helmet would ring and I couldn't hear a thing anyway. So full deafness wouldn't have impaired me.
Not in terms of the list.
No, not in terms of the list. Yes.
All right, so they are counting. So after the count is done, you see that they start to relax into their, their little lines or whatever it is they want to do.
Their formations.
That's a good word.
Yeah.
That's the one.
All right. And so what we have here is a signal to the night marshal. All marshals place a flag in when they are happy and ready.
Jack, look for space. Look for space.
There's also a great turnout of marshals.
There really is.
I think we had about 13.
Yeah.
We didn't have to make a lot of flags. Oh, sorry, here we go. All right. Interesting formations here again from the Knights of Albion.
Great charge down the middle there by them. Really using people to push through to the back list.
That definitely worked the way they had hoped. Oh, big
Great
axe swing.
Number 14.
Giant halberdier looking for a home.
So we're starting to see a lot more purple out there. About vultures with the advantage. Here's Warriors with the advantage.
Oh, a lot of just holding people. All right, we've had a 1-for-1 down in this corner.
I'm counting 4 Knights of Albion still standing.
We've got 3. They've called the white flag.
Stop fight, forfeit, fighters up. You okay?
And this is why Gemma has the microphone.
So that was a white flag by Knights of Albion.
I had to do a bit of a count. I think they had 8 tiers.
Yep.
Had it have been 9 tiers,
It would have been a ratio. Yep.
right.
Yep.
So they were just on that cusp, which was a bit of a rough place to be.
Being in that list is a rough place to be.
Fighting, period.
Yep. So coming in next, we have the Vultures and Team Havoc. And then we will be going to a 5-minute break.
Brilliant. I'm just checking out all of the Krakens because they are teaming up with the Vultures.
Are they?
Yes, they are. And
Okay.
I'm looking at them. They're all looking like they're not quite ready, so I am wondering.
I do believe that person we're looking at with the blue brigandine underneath will not be fighting, but I'm happy to be wrong there.
I see. Well, everyone is there ready to go.
Just want to let you know that the
You vultures, though, wouldn't be far off having enough fighters to field your own 12 team.
Actually, don't think we were far off. I don't think we were far off, to be honest, because we were also had a lot of mercs for Illawarra Manticore.
Yep. So does that mean next year we might be seeing a full Vultures 12 team?
Hopefully.
And if you're from Napisan watching, that could be you sponsoring 12
Yes.
white tabards.
Well, 20 total.
Oh yeah, 20 total, yes.
I think they've got the 12. I think it's more about the...
The reserves?
Yeah, exactly right. So I'm just having a sneaky peeky look for my own interest. But I can see so far it's looking like pretty OG vultures in there. Oh, yeah, we do have some Kraken coming in. I can see one. All right, so we can see some Kraken mercs helping out Team Vultures. And Havoc holding their own. They did bring 3 men's 5s. What a lineup. We also have a wild wyvern stepping in for the Vultures. You can tell by their belt flags.
The belt flag being the only thing that gives it away a lot of the time.
Some of the aventails, which is that fabric part around the helmet. I think especially after that massive final, I think that's great that they are still helping. All of the Krakens that are helping, massive shout out.
I'm back up! Sorry, I'm back up! Sorry! My mistake! That's okay. I need
All right, so in the 12s, they have been lining them up. The marshals do a pre-count, and then they call the captain in to check that they are happy, just to ensure there are no extra or short fighters.
Now, whilst they're doing the count, we will have a bit of time. Obviously, it takes a bit more doing the 12 versus 12. So if you do have any questions, signal out to Matt down the bottom there, and we will answer them as best we can.
Right, we've got a lot of very keen looking dancy Havoc fighters in there. Number 45 is ready. Oh, we do.
Right side. You're going to sit behind 2 shields. Thank you.
A fine question on the topic of appeal. So once appeals have been made and the fighters involved need to return to this field, what happens if one fighter is too injured as part of that appeal process?
That is a very technical question. I would have to, maybe after this bout, we may need to defer to our Queen Bee Night Marshal. So we'll wait until after this is over.
I'll write that one down, and I will ask the Night Marshal after this one if she's too busy.
Very good, thank you.
I'll tell you where to run forward. It's about 10 seconds to grab, then run forward and check in, okay? So when it opens up, you guys find back. Okay, mindset this one.
All right, off we go to a charge from Havoc.
Big charge alert from
Oh,
traffic.
already got a
Vulture
vulture
down
down.
very fast.
And a Kraken down. Oh, another vulture down. Okay.
Havoc doing a great job here.
Oh, another
Bolstering
falling
through
vulture.
with that momentum.
Good big strike over there. Oh, almost a good head rip there from Luke.
And I can see a gauntlet on the ground down there, belonging to one of the down fighters. He's trying to get it up, so he's got some protection.
I'm seeing a tide of red and black. of blue and red coming through here. To keep an eye on our ratios, I believe. Another throwdown here. We have 2-3 standing.
On both sides. I'm holding out hope that they can still make a turnaround here. Oh,
another takedown, and flags have been raised. Flags have been raised.
Last one standing is Luke from Team Vultures, number 46.
Great work by Havoc there.
They're doing a final check.
They are very still.
They are very still.
They've been practicing their statues.
I loved how they were so frozen there. Don't breathe.
Really
Don't
were.
breathe. That is classic.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go and seek a clarification on that rule, but I'll read it out for those at home if you didn't hear it. If an appeal is made and a fighter, an appeal is successful and a fighter is deemed to be too injured to continue, what happens
But I will
then?
confirm.
So I will go and confirm the answer to that question.
We will have to wait until all of the fun is over.
Once again, just confirming the outcome of that last battle. It could have been a ratio in favor of Team Havoc, but there appears to be just a little bit of deliberation between our teams.
Such a comfy moment. I try to trip someone. I need 2 more for rotation. Anyone else? 2 more, man. Get in.
Fighters are being directed to the shade. We just have our medical teams responding to one of our fighters who is communicating quite openly with our teams.
That's the problem. All of you, lads. Sorry, one of you lads off, please. Cool. Done. Wait, Jared. You want to stay in or you want to stay in? Okay.
I think some of our armor had to be double checked as well before we address ourselves for our next bout.
While we wait, guys, let's get to it. Either of you lads wants to be in the front?
Let's have a round of applause for our member from the Vultures, back on his feet.
So Kraken's going to be
Ready to fight another day
All
and
right, sorry, we just had
return
a few
to the 9 to
things
5
clarified.
tomorrow.
We unfortunately, all right, have gone down a few fighters, but wow, what a turnout here from Team Kraken. So I was just commenting on the live stream, what a turnout here from Team Kraken. So a great thanks to them for really bolstering up the Vultures lines, as they weren't going to be able to field a team, but together they were able to give a great fight here. But again, Havoc being quite self-sufficient here, which is a show of great force.
And as we could see in that previous bout, the communication between these teams, so even though we have multiple teams bolstering each other's forces, but you could just have that almost unconscious communication, knowing who you're fighting with those fully fielded numbers from Team Havoc.
So we have an answer to that question you asked just before.
Wonderful, yes.
So it would depend on the circumstance, but if it was an illegal strike that took out a fighter and they were injured and deemed out by the medics, the fighter that committed the illegal strike would be red carded. If it was a 2v2 and someone went down and was unable to continue, it would be at discretion as to whether they choose a substitute or go to a 1v1.
Very complex rules sometimes.
It is. It can be complex, but that's why we also are thankful for the ability of discretion utilised by our head marshals, and the discretionary powers are used by our marshal here. This individual is also the Australian leading marshal. So just know that any decisions made come from a place of a great wealth of knowledge and experience.
All right. Looks like we may have some form of appeal. The Night Marshal talking to the Team Vultures captain, and a camera coming just to see what's happening there. There's a lot of big thoughts going on around there.
So Team Vultures sporting a lot of Kraken fighters in this second round.
I did say a big shout out to them. Thank you for bolstering the numbers. It's my old team, so it warms my heart to see them together. All right, and off we go. No warm feelings here. They're all just ready to be savage, cold-blooded. Ooh.
Very solid strike there.
Great strikes there. That's Luke. It's his first time, but he just made that. I think he's excited to use it.
This fighter's been disarmed. He needs to quickly ascertain another weapon before he runs back in. Took some very nasty hits with a two-hander.
Well, I really want to yell at this fighter here.
You're doing very well to contain yourself.
I almost put my mic down and ran down there.
You're being very admirably restrained there, Lady Jess.
Oh, 1 for 1.
We've got some uppercuts happening in the corner over here.
Just fight him! Just fight him!
Can't see that far corner, but it's looking relatively even from what I can see.
Marshals are keeping an eye out for each other here. Flying knees enough to drop
What a takedown!
that Havoc fighter.
Right, it's looking pretty good for Kraken.
Oh, the
Vultures
back shot there.
It's getting their attention. One of our vultures had to take a knee.
Been sat down.
Marshals have raised their flags.
Stop hot. Stop hot. Thank you. Time's up.
I am not sure what happened there.
Captain will forfeit. Right.
On the...
Sorry, Gemma, what was that again? Couldn't quite hear you.
the first time. I just don't know which side called the forfeit.
Neither do I. I can quickly ascertain.
Hello, Joshua.
I do have confirmation now that Team Havoc forfeited that match, which means for those here having their means the green team won at this time. I believe we may well be 1 for 1 so far then. I think if Havoc won by the ratio on the previous bout.
That's right.
We are a 1 for 1. Jess had to correct me because I'm not really good at record keeping.
I would have preferred yours where he said 2 for Vultures, 1 for Havoc, but I did have to cross it out.
Fighter here. Everyone find a fighter to get behind.
And the Kraken captain, Jake Taylor, really helping here to get the fighters organised. It's like herding cats.
Anyone else wants to jump on? No. Good, yep. Check armor.
They're far too cooperative to be described as cats, though.
Oh, maybe.
Perhaps like a mongoose or something.
Or a vulture or a kraken.
Or a vulture or a kraken.
And as always, as they newly enter the
Yes, there's
list,
7 in this front row here.
they get checked here.
I'm counting 13 Havoc as well. There's a sneaky member in the Havoc team here.
Oh, it's the captain who's not fighting.
Oh.
Oh no, they're saying on this side there's 13. And they've just kicked someone out.
Yeah, someone just snuck out the back there.
But this is why we do lots of checks, lots of counts.
I was caught by our marshal, the battle cat, on the side here. That reputation will not leave you.
You guys can line up how you like. any lads want to charge in with us? What?
Doing well, Matt, to count them. Especially from where you're standing.
Oh, it wasn't me. I failed maths. Don't worry. But no, it was Marshall Cat who brought
I
that
see.
one. Yes.
Catch you. Play close.
I'm just loud.
Hence the battle cat, I see.
Yes.
Catches 10 seconds. You guys have a sand pit in it. Marshall, flags in!
Lots of words of wisdom from the captains here, and we are off to an aggressive start. Oh, some Krakens trying to break through that line. And some hanging back.
You can see that when we move to 12 versus 12, formations have a lot to play with.
Oh, great takedowns there by that Vultures fighter. Oh, and another one, 2 over there. Great takedowns by number 26. They've sat a Havoc fighter. Oh, and it's looking good for Team Vultures and Kraken.
Vultures over here with the long arm doing an immense amount of damage.
Oh, he lost the gauntlet.
Vultures and the Krakens are moving in on the Havoc fighters. I'm not seeing too much red and blue on this field anymore.
I think I'm counting 3 Havoc fighters standing from where I am.
One's dropped to his knees now.
Oh,
Stop fight.
called the stop fight. And it goes to Team Vultures, Kraken by the looks of it, once they do their final count.
Say so. I think there are none left standing by the time the flags are raised. We had one more Havoc member thrown down.
Safe assumption.
It looks good. The victory goes to the unity between the Vulture and the Kraken.
Very Havoc heavy.
Yeah. But great work by the Vultures.
Brilliant.
So now, if I'm reading my list right, we are going to have a 5-minute break.
We have a back-to-back, yeah.
So we'll have a 5-minute break. The time is 15:18 Australian Standard Time. We will be back at 15:23.
Very specific.
And we will be in touch after that.
In a moment, we will. Three on one side, one on the other.
In consulting my lineups here, it doesn't
Clear the space! Clear the space! Out of the road!
It does appear that the Krakens may not be able to field their third force, hence why they are supplementing the Vultures. So that would change our lineup somewhat.
And then I had a clock pen up here.
Let's just check one of the knees of one of our Havoc fighters. You can understand the amount of force that would come down when you're being thrown down or any potential twistings. There's only so much you can protect oneself with all the armor. In amongst these 12 versus 12, you will see some truly magnificent fights. lovely cloud comes through again. This cloud cover is very much appreciated. Once again, up in the box, we're happy to field any questions. If you have any questions or queries, simply just flag me down. Yes, on the end here. Yes, there was a knight who was never given a name. What did people call him? Surname. Did you hear about the very generous knight that we had here? He continued to gift wonderful trinkets and accessories to anyone who asked. His name was Sir Price. I didn't use it today, though. That's right. My favourite one, I used this yesterday, though, but surely there's enough people around here. What do you call a mosquito wrapped in tin foil?
Just be
A
ready.
fighting, shining up. You're not allowed to boo me, I'll get you beheaded. What does the average armour of a knight weigh? A fine question indeed. So I think some of the lightest lances here can be around 20 to 25 kilograms, weighing all the way up to 35 kilograms. So it can be quite a hefty bit of weight. A lot of that is set just on the helmet. The helmet alone can weigh anywhere between 5 up to 12 kilograms. It's just solid steel resting on your head and your shoulders. Good question. I have been informed by one of our marshals that the heaviest kit they have encountered was from an Eastern kit, so think more of that sort of Ottoman era. I'm so distracted by this wonderful very distracted, sorry. The heaviest harness that they had encountered was weighing 44 kilograms. Now when you picture those Eastern style kits or those Ottoman kits, really that would be more of a lateral scale and individual sewn on plates. Lots and lots of individual plates overlapping each other, kind of like how you see the chainmail interlocking, but just layer and layer and layer of small plates of armor. So there adds a bit of flexibility. It does help to dispose all of those stripes, but it also comes with a heck of a lot of weight on it as well. That will seem to retire into that very brave Havoc fighter. Looks like something just a little bit too intense for their knees. And we are lining up to move on to our next round.
Good pre-check.
I think just hearing orders from our stage manager, summoning forth Team Havoc and Knights of Albion. Also indicating that for our follow-up teams to start preparing themselves. So we do have restricted zones in these battles, as vicious and brutal as it does appear to be. We're trying to say it isn't, but we still try to discourage strikes to the base of the skull around the neck, behind the knees, around the groin, and around the feet. Those are considered restricted zones. Any deliberate strike, as you can see, it happens simply because to simply heat it back. Deliberate strikes can be very severely penalized. So the Knights of Albion have been established since 2023, supplemented by the Raven Guard established in 2020. The Knights of Albion form part of the New South Welsh Alliance, the talented Platinum Men's 12, owning the bronze place just last year. Raven Guards, led by Mason Christian, who won in the individual Ultras event at the 2025 ANCF National Selections. As we mentioned earlier,
All right, here we go. Knights of Albion with the Raven Guard support versus Team Havoc. I think they're going to have to work hard at this one.
Yeah, I was just working this out in my head. It's 3 New South Wales teams.
It is.
So New South Wales versus New South Wales.
Yeah. It's not quite the state of origin, is it?
Not quite. But it should be something fantastic to see play out here.
It kind of will be when we get Knights of Albion. Oh no, because Vultures are mixed in with Krakens. That makes no sense at all.
No. But, I mean, this has grown so much for being the 3rd time here.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder how many teams are going to exist next year or how many fighters are going to
Well,
be.
this is missing heaps of teams too.
Yeah.
From New South Wales.
Yep.
This isn't all of them. That just goes to show how huge it is.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of huge, that is a very lovely axe down the back there. That number 15 from Knights of Albion is rocking.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's big.
Yeah. That is going to hurt.
their newfound allies, the Knights of Albion.
All right, we can see a lot of groupings in here.
And a very big rush early on by Team Havoc there.
Oh, flying knee there.
And that's an axe head broken off there from one of the Havoc fighters.
A lot of punching coming from Havoc.
Where that Havoc fighter's blade has been tied up and he is just going for the punch. And that's great talent going there by Knights of Albion.
Oh, there's just so much going on.
There really is. It's starting to break off into pairs a little bit. I'm going to try and do a count.
It's pretty good on both sides. Oh,
Counting
actually, I think
5 Knights of Albion.
this is pretty even. 5 Havoc, I count.
Yeah.
I think we're 5v5. Oh, no, here we go.
Great 1-for-1 takedown there.
utilise their trimming hazard.
They're really trying to utilise those bodies.
Using those fallen comrades
All right,
as a trimming hazard.
do now have an advantage to Knights of Albion and Raven Guard. With just 2 Havoc fighters to go.
Oh no!
2v1. Now they will need to fight or the marshals will call it. That is the aim of the game.
That fighter from Havoc looking to position himself.
Oh, so close.
And looks like they have been dropped down to that space. Is there enough?
He's just trying to see whether he makes that pull off or not. And at the marshal's discretion.
There is a bit of a tangle down there. A bit of a pile up. Having each other to their feet. Yes, I believe that there has been a full takedown completed.
And that will be a round to the Knights of Albion.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
What a good fight.
12 versus 12 down to 2v1.
Yeah, crazy. So I was staring at Fuzz's helmet and going, where's this little pretty thing? I just zoned out.
I was just watching you doing the maths, and I was going, oh,
Ticking over. I was just staring at Fuzz's helmet and I was like, where's this pretty little thing? Like, you gotta say something, Jess, you're still alive. Still awake.
Still awake?
Now, really what the real battle here is the daylight. Now, we have quite a few more 12s fights to go and quite a little amount of sunlight left.
Yeah, I'm just counting down now. This is our third 12v12. We have 7 more to go.
Yeah. That being said, I'm just going to look at the back-to-backs.
So with that, there are definitely some back-to-backs in there. So whether a scheduling adjustment could be made to speed things up a little bit, not sure. But this is why Jess gets paid the big bucks.
Oh.
That noise is definitely her agreeing with me.
Hear that, Team Vultures? All right, I think that is actually a good call that we might do a scheduling adjustment there.
So what that will mean is if we can line this up, we will have a clean run with no back-to-backs if it's possible, meaning we do not have the 5-minute stand down between each round. As you can see, it does take a long time to get through the 12v12s, just with number counting how long the fight themselves take. And just the sheer amount of safety checks.
Thank you. Thank you, Marshall.
All right, once they're out, I will make a bit of a scheduling adjustment. That was a really good call. Last fight, our third and second last fight does give Brisbane Beast a back-to-back, but I think I'm going to try and swap the last 2 fights just to get rid of that back-to-back scheduling issue. Just to beat this light. As I said, that's the real battle right now.
It really, really is. So it was amazing yesterday how quickly that light cut off. And then obviously we've got the medal ceremony.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a bit of a dark one. Especially because we're doing MVPs, we're doing
People's Choice, all the big ones.
All the things.
Commentator of the Year, you know, all that stuff.
Mate, I'll fight you for it. You'll beat me.
All right, here we go.
Wow, explosive meat in the middle there.
On a great early takedown, 1-for-1 takedown.
Very aggressive. Ooh, great strikes.
And we are seeing some great teamwork. Another 1-for-1 takedown there. So I can't see anyone else. I'm going to say it's a 10v10. And an Albion down to two Albions down, sorry. And that Havoc fighter, number 4, starting to do some serious damage with that falchion.
They're really trying to make it up from last round.
As I say that, he tripped over his own piece.
Oh. It happens. Oh, and a 1-for-1 there. Alright, it looks like we have an advantage here to potentially the Knights of Albion.
I think it is, yeah.
Oh, and they have seen that they need help over there. Oh, what a takedown.
Great takedown there.
Effortless takedown. Snappering through the ground for his next advantage.
Oh, fantastic flying knee there.
Has some Albion table up plus the Havoc in smaller. The outlier is finding themselves another freestanding target. Utilising these tripping hazards on our field.
So we are at a 4 versus 3 advantage to Knights of Albion.
Oh, we've lost the gauntlet. Bummer. All right, so we go to a round 3.
Great work there. Round to Team Havoc.
A loss to the daylight because we have to go to a round 3.
Oh, yeah, I took the wrong one. This is why Jess is keeping me on track.
I'm just looking. Although I do need to hit up the Night Marshal.
So while Jess does that, it is great to see. We're just calling them Albion. However, that is clearly Raven Guard and Albion combined. They've all been doing a great account of themselves. Some of the Raven Guard fighters to still be standing were taking an absolute beating and still stayed on their feet. So some great work there.
Quick. Stand by for their rounds. Imposing balls on the beasts. The attacking side of our arena, waiting for their next bout. This will be our third bout between the Knights of Albion and Team Havoc. This will be 1 point apiece.
Sorry. You okay? Three more. Good. Good, any more? Three more. Two more. Thank you.
So my lords, my ladies, my merrymakers, good folks, that's good. That's bad news. What do you want to hear first? The bad news. Well, the bad news is the cards will be open for another hour. So there'll be last drinks called at 4:30. Want to know the good news? The session ale is half price. It's a nice sweet strength for a lovely afternoon. You can see them looking their way already. A gentle reminder, this whole section of our grandstand is licensed. Get yourself a nice half-priced ale. This section of the grandstand is our affordable section.
One go. Line up. Let's do this!
It's true, the good news is also 12:30 hour away.
Do not stop!
managing to break through to the back of the Havoc lines. And that number 4 from Albion getting that axe into play. Not managing to make a meaningful connection with it though. Nice takedown there by 26 from Havoc. Hold.
Stay where you are.
Night Marshal asking for everyone to hold so she can conduct a count.
Currently at a 4v10. Fighters prepare.
Fighters prepare.
Fight.
So that's a 4v10 with a Havoc advantage. If there is a 1-for-1 takedown like that,
Send the army fighter back up over there, okay?
so Gemma is asking for the fighter to be stood back up because they went down after she called hold.
Stop fight 3v9. Fight is up.
Great work there.
And victory to Havoc.
Give it up to Team Havoc.
So I'm just going to confirm. I believe that that's a great comment. I think that we will be having a 5-minute break. I just want to confirm that because I believe Havoc is having a back-to-back. So just give me 30 seconds and I will give you the update.
Lining vultures up and we'll preach it. Get them in 2 lines down there.
Mini form. We also have chocolate bars available just down at our bar section as well.
So clarification there, that was not a 5-minute break, that was a call for them to get ready. Making their way in now.
Sorry, just one moment. I just need to make an announcement over the speaker. Sorry, Harold Matt. I just need to make a brief announcement. Mainly impacts Tears Warriors, Brisbane Beasts, Knights of Albion, and Vultures. For the last 2 fights, we are really battling the sun here at the moment. We have had to swap the last 2 fights to avoid any back-to-backs as we don't have time. So the last 2 fights will now be Knights of Albion versus Vultures, and then Tears Warriors versus Brisbane Beasts. This has been updated on the whiteboard. Taylor, our back-of-house, has been made aware. And if you need any clarification, please let us know if you need your sheet updated. Thank you.
So Jess was just explaining to all the fighters here that there has been a change. We are swapping the last 2 fights around so we don't have a back-to-back. So there should be now a clean run through to the end of the day. If we do get another injury or something like that, we will have to look at the scoring system and where we are up to and whether people have had an even amount of fights to make a determination.
I thought you just said 90.
All right, so what we have now is the Vultures versus the Brisbane Beasts. I think I would love to tell you, but Jess has stolen my run sheet. That's why I'm a little bit lost here. I believe, though, this is the Brisbane Beasts' first 12v12 today. So that means that they would be a fresh team coming into the list.
They bring for the 12v12s.
So Once again, Vulture's doing a stunning job here, looking like they only have 3 Merc fighters. For those new to the sport, a Merc fighter is someone from another team that is fighting for your team. It does happen quite a bit, and occasionally we'll see the formation of what's called a pirate team, a team with no allegiance. All right, so we are seeing the checks get done as quickly as they can. Gemma is showing marshals at the problem. We'll try and get as many safety checks done as we can, as quick as we can. And a lot of you will see Jacob Taylor floating around on the screens right now. He is assisting with the coaching and captaining of the 12s team, and has been very good at putting fighters into positions and giving them their strategic responsibilities. I'm not sure if you're able to hear it at home, but it was just him calling for a pole arm and making sure a fighter has a position and knows what they are doing to use it. All right, Marshall's doing an inspection there on one of the pole arms as well and having it withdrawn due to, I'm going to assume, the head being loose, just the way that it was handed over and inspected. All right, looking down the list, the beasts are all set in the middle with a large formation, so they'll be pushing heavy down the centre, likely pushing to break through. It is very hard to say what the Vultures are doing because from our angle you can't quite see the definition to say whether they are going for a centre shot or not.
All right, off we go. Round 1, Vultures, Kraken versus Beast. Oh, big halberd strikes there.
Vulture's doing a great job to intersect the breakthrough there from the Beasts.
We've had a snapped pole arm. I didn't even see that. Lost weapon going for a pole arm. Oh, great strikes there from Luke. Got a lot of movement on both sides here. Oh, all right, we lost a Vulture here. But great work on this far side by the Vultures, both of them taking on 2 beasts at a time.
Some great leg work over in the corner there, trying to take down that Vulture. Some lovely leg kicks.
The Vultures really holding tight with those takedowns.
And that was a great takedown there.
Oh, we heard some pain there by the beast. And I think, by way of numbers...
Stop fight, 7-2.
Stop fight. So that is a 7-2 victory there to the Beast.
Okay. I've brought your sheet back. Now, we've had actually a lot of schedule changes.
We've had a lot of schedule changes.
Yeah, so Team Havoc has actually forfeit.
Okay, yep.
So we've gotten rid of those. So now there are back-to-backs for pretty much everyone.
Okay. So remember how I said earlier there will be no more back-to-backs? I apologise. We will now have back-to-backs.
Many.
But, I mean, that was to be expected, as in the injuries or the forfeits. It's a very taxing day. People have been in armour or harness since about 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning. They are feeling it now.
I am just going to do a quick announcement out as well. All right, I know we have a lot of fighters on the list right now, but we have had some more changes to the schedule as we've had Havoc had to pull out of the 12s. This does leave us with some back-to-backs, and there will be 5 minutes breaks between the fights that have back-to-backs. But we have updated the whiteboard, and Taylor, our backup house manager, is also communicating this out. So please go to her or to myself if you have any questions.
I have one question. My name is Jess.
Yes.
Are the knights insured?
They are. So the knights themselves can choose whether they want private health or not, or they go through our lovely public system. But we definitely have strong insurance policies. Yes. can see Harold Matt laughing at that question. I don't know if he's going to repeat it or not.
It was a pretty good question, I must say. Did you hear about the knight who had too much armor? His name is Surplus.
That was a dad, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It was.
All right, so we're ready for round 2.
So Vultures and Kraken needing to keep this one. Sorry, to win this one, to take it to a 3rd round.
Oh, wow. Holding the line strong on both sides here.
There was a great shield punch there from the Beast.
And Darren with that halberd, the Vulture, looking very dangerous. Oh, great hip shots there from Darren at Vultures.
And I can see one of the Vultures is down underneath the lip. We are now starting to see a couple of good takedowns.
We have lost
That
the
was a
weapon.
huge hit by that Beast down in the corner there. I can't see his number.
And we've got Slimon looking for somewhere to go. Oh, a lot of strikes in that back corner on that poor Kraken fighter, but he's really doing well to fend him off.
That's right. You might not be able to see it where you are, but that Kraken fighter was doing a great job using that buckler to catch that axe head.
It's looking like we're seeing a bit of a red and black sea here. Pain submission here.
I think I'm counting a 5 versus 3, and as I said that, someone else went down.
Okay, 2 versus
2 versus 4.
4.
2v4 advantage Beasts. And I think that is that Dan Cooper for Kraken.
You would not be tripped over by the falling fighters. And just to correct himself over that.
Wow, not even sure what to say here. It just kind of speaks for itself. 2 versus 1 in both scenarios. They can still turn it around.
Both Kraken standing. Got a bit of leverage on my corner here. A little bit more movement. Neither of these Krakens are going down without a very hard fight.
The Beast fighter up here in the corner doing a great job to take control of that Kraken fighter's axe.
He's very subdued there.
Going for a headlock here on my end in case Kraken. Or just the morning beast trying to work those legs, get them completely off balance.
It's just
Trying to throw all that body weight now.
so much work here by those Kraken.
Bring them down.
Number 16 from the Kraken doing a great job there to try and break free.
They're working very hard here.
On the far side, we've got that two-handed axe coming back into action. Oh, but he needs to pick his targets before he strikes his friend again. Those Kraken fighters utilizing his opponent as a method of shielding himself from those large two-handed strikes.
It only takes one of them to go down to turn the tide.
That's right. They always have
And great work there.
Oh, wow! Wow! What a 2 takedowns. Wow.
very impressive turnaround here.
Oh, wow.
That Kraken fighter doing an amazing job.
Incredible work. What an amazing fighter. Let's turn that around. He's just walking with him, looking very casual. Really keeping that pressure down on that beast fighter. Oh, and he slipped out there. I think they've timed out.
On time.
Amazing work to that Kraken fighter that took down those two fighters. Incredible turnaround. Very, very impressive. His captain Jake has subbed him out after a really, really great fight. He was absolutely brilliant. Standout fighter there.
So what that means is we are going to have to go to a third round, potentially a fourth.
I hope not, because we don't have to fight. I've already had security say, what are we doing about this light?
We're going to get everyone to hold their phone cameras up and turn the flash on.
Like a, I don't know, like a Christmas carols or...
yeah. Because, yes, we have another round for Vultures v Beasts. And then we will have to have a 5-minute break for Knights of Albion versus Beasts, followed by Vultures versus Tears Warriors, and then Tears versus Beasts, and then Knights of Albion versus Vultures.
They've been swapped around.
They have been swapped around, yes. You
they
did
were swapped around, but prior to us having a forfeit.
Yes.
But it now means that there is always a back-to-back, because now there are only 14.
Yes. And so we have tried to change this, and we cannot come up with a way that will make it work.
No, well, when you have that number, you cannot.
No.
Always 4 fights needed in succession. All right. But it does seem like the Marshals are really trying to fight the light, get them moving quickly.
Yep.
Doing a great job. This is also not the first rodeo for a lot of these fighters when it comes to the 12s.
No.
We'll say the women's fightings, and I was lining up, and they're like, "Oh, you have to stand here." And I was like, "Why?" They're like, "Because we count you, and then you can do what you want." I was like, "Okay, that makes sense, but I never did this before."
Yep.
A lot of love for the Vultures down here. Loving that.
And there always will be, I believe.
Well, the local team. I'd love to just be this side right now, but we do have an impeccable view here.
Yeah, we really do. We really do.
I loved Worlds at Hungary, but we were in like a little, I don't know, like a dust bowl, and we didn't actually have active view of the lists.
Yep.
So that was a bit sad. We kind of watched through the screens and heard the screaming as it went up around us, but
Yep.
this is a, yeah, so there's some great setups at different events.
It is now down to starters orders. However, Jack Taylor is still in the list. I believe they are waiting on, I'm going to say waiting on one more fighter, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
No, I can count 12.
Okay, so I'm not sure what we are waiting on then.
So 11, 12. Looking like a bit of a gremlin there.
Yeah.
He's very
Very animated.
That's what I was looking for. Love it. He's a funny guy, Jake.
He really is.
Once he's out of armor, Feeling playful? Yes.
In armour.
Incredible fighter. Green captain. He was my captain for many years. So in the lead up to, I will call out Jake Taylor. In the lead up to 2017 Battle of the Nations, he would literally come around to my house multiple times a week to train me specifically.
Yeah, right.
I was teaming up with Sky, so I was the only female fighter at the time down there, and he really poured in a lot of work, only for me to up and leave and move to Bulge. But no, I have a lot of respect for Jake.
Sure. Yeah, I think he was captain of the team, of the combined team that I got knocked out in way back in 2018, 2019, and whenever it was.
Oh dear. It's not an ideal scenario.
It is not.
Have the heart.
I think he was also the one who introduced me to wolf ribs.
Sorry, momentarily, I can see the organizer.
Okay, so just shooting off there.
He's now hiding in the corner.
All right, so we are just... There is an appeal in process right now. I'm seeing it from up here.
What do you call a knight who has finished his university?
I'm not quite sure what the appeal is for.
Took your joke. Don't blame me, someone else took that. Go sort them out.
All right, so we are just waiting on an appeal before we continue on. What that appeal is, I do not know.
All I know is that it needs to move quickly because we are fighting the light. You can't really see it on the stream.
But it is getting dark. We've only got, from where I'm standing, maybe 3 rays of sunlight shining into the list. The rest is all in shadow.
Yes, it's going to get dark very quickly this time of year.
It is, and that will then have an impact on how people get out of here and pack up their kit.
And packing up the list.
Yeah, of course. We need to pack up the list too.
Identifies anyone moving about in the lists. Survey.
If one person carries... Shouldn't take that long if everyone puts in.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to get everyone to put in.
Yeah. Who would make a list so heavy and out of so many pieces?
It needs a tractor to do that. That's the comical thing about it. I don't know. It's not a guy called Darren off Vultures.
Definitely not.
We are very grateful for, but it is a bit of a pain.
Yes, I wonder if he is going to need to do a little bit of TLC to some of the parts and potentially fix that job we did yesterday to try and repair it.
It looks like they got rid of the strap down there.
Yeah, the ratchet strap itself is gone, but I'm just looking at the board starting to split on the side here, so I imagine he's going to have to replace the bit of ply there.
I mean, the good thing about the boards is they often get replaced between tournaments anyway.
Yeah. It's hard to believe that these boards were brand new at the beginning of this tournament, or brand newish.
I don't know if they were, or maybe. I don't know. They replace them every so often, as needed.
I'm sure I saw a couple of new boards on there at least, but there's a couple out there that have been warped.
Yeah.
And in the one of the first 12v12 fights, I did see some chunks fly out as someone missed with the axe and cut into the side.
Yeah, I did see that actually. It was very close to us.
It really was.
We need these appeals to move a little bit faster.
Yes, we do. And this is a problem with the... I won't say a problem, no, that's the wrong word. This is just one of the realities of the sport, is that with all the decisions being the Night Marshals and final, she has to review each appeal. Everyone has a camera phone these days, so they can record and show you what they saw a lot of the time.
Brilliant. Very handy.
But it means that an appeals process is
Vultures, we're down! Fighters out! Fighters out on the list!
all right. Fighters have
I
been
don't know.
called out of the list. I am going to go and find out what happened there.
Does that mean that the Beasts won? Okay, we're going to figure that out. Thank you, Kyle.
Our fighters.
Now, it does mean up next that we have Knights of Albion Brisbane Beasts, who have had already a bit of a break, so we'll see whether they will actually get them for more of a break. Right, momentarily. We'll be back in a moment.
Have I met the champion of this part of the stands?
Who's on now?
Who's sobriety?
Have you got Albion?
That's a good one. Come on, sobriety on this side of the stands. Very, very good.
I was just trying to get the schedule on track.
No. Perfectly fine.
Fortunately, the good thing for the Sunlight is that the Beast did sit there for quite some time in terms of that appeal.
Yes.
So they were just checking that they were okay to come straight back in, but they're looking pretty happy.
Yes. And I can give the results of the appeal. I'll go to the front of house as well. So we have the results of the appeal. So there was an appeal placed in, as you would have seen. The footage was reviewed by the Night Marshal and the appeal was successful. So at the time when it was called, it was a 4v1 with advantage to the Beasts. And that appeal has been upheld. Therefore, Brisbane Beasts take that round.
Thanks for the update.
It's all right. The appeal was for downward pressure on a fighter. And it was reviewed very extensively and agreed that, yes, it was downward pressure on a fighter.
Oh, okay. And so that was the last two Kraken fighters up?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. I can't remember that recently.
It is a very big day. I always forget how long 12s take.
They do. Oh, again, I'm just going to keep harping on about this Sunlight, and you also can't see it on this live stream at all. And it's not too bad, but it will be. So we do have Brisbane Beasts, Knights of Albion here, followed by Vultures and Tears Warriors, which is great because that's not a back-to-back. Then we have Knights of Albion, Vultures, a back-to-back for them, and then Tears Warriors, Brisbane Beasts to finish us off, which I'm sure you would love.
I will love.
Right, so it looks like we're now going to have the Brisbane Beasts facing the Knights of Albion, supported by the Raven Guard.
So we should point out to you, James, if you can't see or you are unaware, that is number 99 down there in the half-striped red tunic. Tunic, and that is Jackson.
The Raven Guard. We have 12 fighters fielded now for the Knights of Albion.
So Beasts now starting to slide into their positions.
Captain
Whilst
Tim!
the Brisbane Beasts have all been checked, cleared, and are now moving into formation.
I think it's going to be okay for 4:30. I don't know how it's going to
All right, so with everything running to plan, we will have 4 more fights left, including this one now. So this will be Brisbane Bees versus Knights of Albion. We are seeing, obviously, a Raven Guard in with Knights of Albion. For those that might be joining us just now, that's Albion in the blue and white. Raven Guard fighting with them in the black, gold, white. And then Brisbane Bees fighting in the red and black.
Last minute change of formation for the Knights of Albion.
Wowee. Big pile of bodies here.
I did just hear a clear ow.
Ow.
That was some great work by Albion to hold that fighter in position.
Oh, he's got a big butter knife there. Going for the head rip, but not much room to move. Oh, he can hold it while his buddy hits him. Oh.
Down in that far side of the field there, a fair few number of fighters down.
Oh, that would have been a great takedown if Raven Guard didn't go with it. Got a lost weapon.
Jackson from Beach being tied up at the top here in the striped red and black tunic.
That thud there. And that Knights of Albion striker.
He has got a heavy hand.
Oh, I was about to, had to contain that one, but he turned around. Very good field awareness.
Ooh, that one found its mark. Great work by the Knights of Albion fighter there.
Ooh. Oh, and he goes back for him. Now he's stuck. That would have been a brilliant kick if he pulled that off.
It really would have been.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, I think he may have hit his teammate. That's an angry looking falchion on the end of a stick.
And we are down to a 4 versus 2. Advantage to the Knights of Albion.
Oh, wow. And Jackson left.
3v1.
Just barely.
Just in the nick of time.
Marshall's called.
So by way of ratio goes to the Knights of Albion.
So Knights of Albion with the first round win there.
And the good thing is, these marshals are right next to these fighters, especially as the fighters start to leave. So when you start with 24, they really struggle to get up close and personal, but in scenarios like that, it's very easy for them to make the calls as they're very up close and personal with those fighters. Alrighty.
And Marshall's really mustering people into the list as fast as they can now.
I also had to clarify because I did get a bit of a look from Gemma. I was like, no, not questioning the call, never. Just when it was just so close.
Yep.
And I couldn't have called either way, but like I said, they're very close to those fighters when there's not many left.
Yep, they are. And their angles change a lot more from where we are up here.
Well, I couldn't have even said.
Yep.
Close. I don't know about you.
No, look, I always try and go, are they in motion or not? That's sort of my one.
And not when they land, like the motion.
Yeah. But I mean, even that is still hard to call.
Well, you're not looking in two completely separate.
No, exactly. And we use the term head on a swivel, and
yeah, exactly right. And like I said, I think we have about 13 marshals here.
Yeah.
A lot of eyes looking at the one thing.
And when you listen to them and talk with them about how they break up the list and how they break up the fighters to who's watching what, it's I would lose focus very fast about who I was meant to be watching and what for.
I think you also do run out of appeals, right?
Yes, you do. I was talking to one of the marshals earlier. I believe it is 2 appeals per team, per event.
Per club or per team?
I think per team.
Okay.
However, if you appeal and it is successful, you are recredited that appeal.
All right, out we go. The classic line there from the Beast. They've broken through. It's a dangerous place to be behind another team's lines.
Some great work there by the Knights of Albion, though, to try and re-secure their back line.
Look like we're even here. Oh no, we have one more Raven Guard down.
And a big takedown there. So I'm counting 12 fighters still up in the list.
Ooh, 1 for 1 there.
And another 1 for 1 there.
It just turns it into like a 5-5 scenario.
Yeah.
You really want to keep... Oh, and the Beasts are looking like they're taking over the field.
And I'm counting 5 Beasts to 1 Albion. And that is another round to Brisbane Beast. Another round or first round? First round to
I don't know. I have... This is your little thing here.
Yeah.
Pick Knights of Albion, but...
Yes, it is. That brings it to 1 apiece.
Oh, I said no more draws and no more appeals.
So...
I hear a lot of Aussie accent. I've got another round.
Yeah. I can confirm that they are calling for another round. I'm not sure what the marshals are calling for.
Break through that first line. Our enemy forces to be behind the ball, and then the issue is effectively completely outnumbered. Last person I want to be is behind all the beasts.
Gemma, you got 1 second.
Yep, so it looks like we do have the Raven Guard making their way back in. So we are going to a 3rd round.
All right, I know we have a lot of fighters again still in the list, but I just need to let you guys know that Vultures has also had to forfeit. So that...
Vultures, Havoc, and I believe Kraken are no longer fielding but I believe some of their fighters are still assisting other teams.
So what happens here is we have Knights of Albion, Brisbane Beasts, and then our final round after this will be Tears Warriors versus Brisbane Beasts.
Well, that is a turn of events. Something I didn't see happening, but for those of you at home, that is the Vultures have called themselves out.
Unfortunately, it's because Kraken have had to hit the road.
I'm absolutely in love with my beloved Mary, bringing us soothers and anticols. She's keeping us going.
Such a nurse.
Oh, she's amazing. She's amazing. So, for those of you from another country, you may not be aware, I should say, of how big Australia is or how far the travel distances are. So Kraken, if they were driving home, would be looking at an 18-hour drive.
I think it's 22 or something.
Oh, because it is all the way to Melbourne. It's not just to Victoria. Yes,
yeah.
You're 100% right.
Yeah, so not only that, but their flights aren't super long, but I think it's about 3.5.
4 hours.
Okay.
And the airport from here is about an hour and a half.
An hour.
An hour, there you go.
Yeah. We're right in the middle of 2 airports. An hour from both.
Oh, of course, you've got Maroochydore up the coast.
Exactly right. That's our home.
And even for me, I'm roughly a local, and I've still got a 2.5 hour drive home after this.
Oh my goodness, here we go. All right. They're looking very hungry. Ooh,
Great work by that beast there to push through the line.
Really just raining terror on him. Oh, and he gets a takedown. So worth it.
He really does, but I think one of those big axe blows really made its way through to his shoulder blade.
And a lot of 1v1s here. Interesting in 12s. I don't see a lot of that.
That's another 1-for-1 takedown. And great work there from the Raven Guard fighter. Brisbane's Beast teaming up on the other Raven Guard fighter in our corner in front here.
That number 19 from Knights of Albion really popping that.
And I think I'm counting a 6v2.
Hold for a hold. We're all just looking too excited here.
Stay where you are.
7-3, 5's ready. Fight.
So that was a count of 7-3.
Those flags look so cool.
Stop. 6-1.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
6-1 victory to the Beasts.
Not easily won. They really had to work for all of that to win that round back.
So now, if I'm right, Jess, we're going to have a 5-minute break while the Beasts rest, and we get the final fight of the day between Tears Warriors and Brisbane Beasts.
That's exactly right.
All right, so for those of you at home on the live stream, we are having a 5-minute break. So it is 16:22 Australian Eastern Standard Time. We will be back here at 16:27 for the final 12v12s of the day. I'll be talking to you then. Goodbye.
Thanks, guys.
Two of our fighters just a bit tangled up in each other's arms, and yet it's they got caught up in each other's chainmail. Those tiny solid rings that can happen quite a bit. But as you can see, they are perfectly fine. It's some minor disentanglements.
Can we squeeze this in like this is gapping here? Guys, can I get someone to help with the list? Just have to kick the corner in. Guys, I need someone to help with the list,
Down the
please.
B-sides, we can hear one of the famous pep-talks.
This corner.
Captain Pollard.
Kick it in. Yeah, so over there, kick it this way. There's a big gap.
Doesn't even need the microphone.
Oh, there we go. Good. Oh, no, that is not like that. Yeah, that's gone. Paul! Coaches! We need a fix. It's one. The guys will determine whether it's actually. No, it doesn't need to be pushed.
The post.
The leg broke. No more pushing. It's in. Okay, we just need to check it's structurally sound.
So I'm now conducting our final checks on our list as well. It did suffer a bit of shock yesterday, so there's on it. So this is final checks as we move on to our final matches.
Gemma, you can get, they're not far off, you can get them in and get them started.
Yeah, I will. Beast timer still hasn't run out, but tears are ready, so I'm trying to get things ready and everything's checked.
It's our last one. You hyped for this one? Excited for this one?
I just hope it's a nice one.
Yeah, just be polite, no appeals.
I was worried about there's no pressure.
It's drilled in now. That should be good.
When Colleen says about checking the
Now, just a heads up to the crowd that this is our final fight. So we did have an all scheduled, but unfortunately the sun has beat us. So you're going to have to put all of your cheers into this round of Tears Warriors coming in from Toowoomba versus the Brisbane Beasts. To close off an amazing weekend.
Line up behind someone! Let's go, two! Work hard, work from two! Hey, Gemma!
So I'm not sure if it came through on this stream or not, but we have had to pull the all category. We have lost the battle with the sun, so this will be the last round of fighting for the Abbeystowe Challenger Clash 2026. It's been a really amazing event. Really happy to be here. Really proud to host this, co-host this alongside the Abbeystowe team, and to have their support as always. So special thanks to the Moreton Bay Council and to we have other sponsors. I don't have any of them written down. We have
JTA, join the adventure.
And then we also have our security. I know he's Andrew Murray, I believe he's I can't remember.
ERMS group, providing our medical support as well.
No, so ERMS is our security.
Is that not our medical group?
I can't see their uniforms.
I was going to say, I thought that's
But I would just say Andrew, right? Andrew Murray and his crew.
Okay,
Amazing
okay.
Supporting this event. And this is also our first event with our new medics. They've also been brilliant. Very excited for this, they were. All right, we're getting ready for round one. Some interesting tactics on both sides.
Snatching this side! Hands, on it! Michael, look right. Michael, help right.
Very curious formations indeed. Let's see how it plays out after makes first.
Michael, shoulder.
All right, make some noise!
Wow, the crowd's going wild.
Very slow start from both teams here. Number 10 from the Tears Warriors. Trying to come over the top there, but missing on the first strike. Great breakthrough there by the Beasts. And fantastic work by Tears to have not gone down there. But that is a 1-for-1 takedown. There's also another Beast on the ground. Oh, very solid strike there by the Tears Warrior. Beast number 1 at doing a great job with that two-handed axe.
Stop!
1
And that looks like a 6-1 to the Brisbane Beasts.
Sorry. Stop fight. It was 6-2.
Medic!
Right, 6 versus 2.
Take it out of the way.
6 versus 2, and we have a fighter down, so we are going to go to a break for a little bit of time whilst we just get them assessed. Keep your audio up at home. We are going to go off the stream until we can get an update, and we'll be back to you then.
Head marshal. Head marshal attends. Head marshal. Turns on that thing. Turns fall to the corner. All turns to the corner.
We need help in moving. Fighters trying their best, keeping the integrity of our armour and how our squires keep it maintained, all in the interest of our health and safety of all these fighters. And we have a wonderful team of professionals from the emergency and rapid. These are representatives from the Queensland Medical Emergency Services. So let's have a round of applause for our paramedic teams here. The poor souls probably stressed out after every single bout. That said, we didn't keep them too busy yesterday.
So just getting a bit of an update, the medics will be doing a bit of an extended assessment down here, so we will be waiting for another 5 minutes. So that will make it 16:39. We will come back on and give you a further update then.
See them all taking as much time as they can to rest and have this list help relieve some of the weight of their armor they've been wearing for most of the day. Even during their lunch breaks, at most they might be able to relieve themselves of their helmets, perhaps their gauntlets, of course their pauldrons. Most of the fighters have been wearing at least the bottom halves of their armor all day.
You don't do this, because I think that we're going to get but
wherever they can, be very grateful that the shades have them off as well. Very much the same over on the tiers side, leaning up against our list here to help relieve any of that extra weight. So it's fresh and ready. If they win this particular bout, that's probably it. They start to degree our victors. However, not yet over. Tears Warriors can still claim a victory. Force the third and final round. But as we have seen, we've received 4 rounds of these fights. Our squires are working diligently in cooperation, in tandem with our paramedic teams. Our squires are very well skilled at the removal and the donning of the knight's armor.
Basically what it was.
That's not very even now, is it? It's one of those iron dragons I've heard so much of. Witchcraft, is it? Oh, witches are alright, mine. Witches are alright, mine. That's the spirits.
Until we get this.
In doing so well, also granted opportunities to see the amount of layers of armor that is worn by these fighters. As I was mentioning earlier, as this is also considered a sport rather than a reenactment, a few modern adaptations that can be allowed in our armor. So a fighter who's just been retiring from the field, even beneath his steel and chain, he also had what appears to be modern motocross armor that serves segments of plates running down the spine for added protection. They can use modern composites from carbon fiber to
Alrighty, so we are back.
Casey.
Just looking still at our last fight of the event.
Yes, we are back. We are 2 minutes earlier than we thought. So that fighter was taken out of the list, and they came out under their own steam, which is a much better outcome than it could have been.
Exactly right. Well, we never know the extent, but as we say, we've got those amazing paramedics on hand.
Yep, and it's something weird in this world where you'll get a big blunt impact straight away and your body will tell you it's in a lot of pain, or it'll do something weird, and a day later it will be gone. The pain might still be there, but the thing is gone because your body just reacts in such a way to such a blunt trauma.
It does make it hard to know how serious of an injury it is.
Yeah, like if you'd been hitting the wrist and had broken it, you might not know it right then and there.
Oh, I think someone told me. I'll say the paramedic, but you know. But I will say that 9 weeks before the event, I had clearance from my doctor. I broke my leg last year. I had a fractured tibia.
Yeah, right.
They say have children, teach all the calcium from your bones.
So I did not see, I think it was that two-handed poleaxe hitting that fighter, but I cannot say that for sure. I will say that that beast, I didn't see getting too much work with that in the 5v5s, but in the 12s he's doing some serious damage with that.
This is why they do it for people. I would love to say they get paid for their efforts, but they certainly do not. They hit the hurt person and we all entertainers.
All right, so here we go for the potential last round of the day.
Right as that sun goes down, perfect timing.
Tears need to win this if they're going to bring it up to another.
Oh, I wonder what happened there. It looks like he took a knee.
Yes, I believe he might be holding his crutch. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, some one-to-one takedowns.
Fantastic work by number 14 for the Vultures. Number 13 doing a great job to wrap him up.
Oh, trying to grab that weapon at release. He tried, but
He really did.
his fighter did so well to keep him off.
And Beast Fighters over there doing a great job to pick a part two of the Tears Warriors.
And at that far end, Billy, who's fighting for the Tears, almost got a great kick out of the feet.
And that was Bryce nearly taken down there by number 25 from the Beast. Bryce doing a great job to stay standing on his feet.
Some very aggressive punches up here in the corner.
They're screaming at Bill because Bill got confused and hit one of his own teammates. Bill now getting a great head rip there to make up for it on the Beast. That other Beast taking the opportunity to put him on the ground. And that's some solid work there. I can't see who that is in that helmet, but grappling right from behind.
Beast fighter looking at their opponent, rocking that Tears fighter down. But Tears fighter did recoup. So I can see 3.
There's a lot of hold.
Oh, there's still 3.
Hey, 3, fighters ready?
Fighters ready!
Oh, he tripped on his own feet.
Devastating.
Oh, that is shattering.
Stop fight, hey, 2, fighters up.
What a way to
That
end the event.
is victory to the Beast. And you do not want to go down that way.
Especially in the last fight of the day of the tournament.
We've all done it, but it's not something you want to do.
I pride with her more than anything else on this field. I tell you, March, give it up to your victors, the Brisbane Kings!
Now to those in the crowd who want to see the outcome of all of these fights, the outcomes of the people choices, the outcomes of the 12s, the men's 5s, we are going to give all of those awards out quite shortly. But I will hand to our very competent commentator and herald, Matt.